Okay, welcome back to Tipsy Tooth Talk.
Or T cubed, as I like to call it, because I can't say it tipsy or not.
I'm Dr. Carlin Blume.
I'm Dr. Michelle Bishop, and this is our second installment of T cubed or
Tipsy Tooth Talk.
There we go.
So today we are going to start with the drink as promised last time, so we can get you nice and comfortable and having a good time before we talk about teeth. So I am doing a special recipe today taught to me by Mary Claire Linneman, who happens to be my dog Rainy's trainer. And we will tie that back in a little bit.
Okay, so what do I need to do here?
So we have some pink Beefeater gin,
Okay.
and we're gonna make a low-ish sugar gin and tonic.
Okay.
So gin and tonics generally tend to be a little on the lower sugar side. Now,
Yes.
I don't know how much sugar is added to make this pink, but we're gonna make it better than we would,
It's totally fine.
you know, with full sugar stuff.
Totally fine.
So let's do about 2 ounces of that, like you said last week, because there's 2 of us.
2 of us. Okay. So that.
And like we said last week, we are not doing this in our offices, and we won't do it before you come to our practice.
Nope. Tipsy only here in the test kitchen. Okay, so we got 2 ounces of gin.
So now I'm going to show y'all, I made simple syrup, but instead of making regular simple syrup, I made monk fruit simple syrup, and it's equal parts monk fruit sweetener and water, and you stir and boil it until it's clear, and then you let it cool to room temperature. We're going to put a 1/2 ounce of that in here. For those of you who are keto, the recipe I got this from said it's 1 net carb.
Ooh, that's handy.
Yeah,
Okay.
a lot better than regular simple
Let me
syrup.
grab some ice.
So yeah, so that's why we tried it. I mean, as dentists, you know, we're gonna try to also tell you about the lower sugar option, although we're not gonna go so far as to say this is actually good for your teeth.
Yes. Okay. So, let me get some ice in here now. We're not going to talk while we shake because we figured out last time that's a little loud and annoying. So, okay.
All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and pour that in.
Okay. So I'm going to split this between 2 glasses. That's looking good. It's pink.
Smells good, huh?
Yeah, it does smell good. It smells like strawberries. It really does smell strong of strawberries. Okay. So,
And then we're gonna top it off with the Fever Tree Refreshingly Light Tonic, which means it's lower sugar. And if I had my glasses on, I could tell you how much, 30 calories. That's not gonna tell you grams of sugar, but 30 calories, whereas the elderflower one, that
yeah,
I love,
that one.
yeah,
Yeah.
that one's the best.
yeah, for sure.
That one has 70 calories.
Okay.
So it is a little bit lighter.
Still like the other on occasion. All right, so remember when you're opening bottles, teeth are not tools, okay? So make sure you get your bottle opener out, pop these babies open. We don't need any broken teeth because you're making our drink. So we're gonna top this off. Oh, that's pretty.
Thanks,
Okay.
Mary Claire.
Yeah. I'll give you a little extra splash there. Okay.
And then we're gonna garnish with strawberries and mint.
Oh. Okay. Drop that in there. That in there.
I will tell you, I tasted the simple syrup,
Yeah.
and it really does taste just like simple syrup. It's like,
Nice.
it doesn't feel like cheater simple syrup.
Excellent. All right, well, this looks good, y'all. I hope you're making this at home along with us. Cheers. All right.
Smells good.
All right, let's try a little taste. Oh, yeah.
That's good, huh?
Yeah, that's good. I'm liking that. It's very light.
I think I want to throw a couple ice cubes in.
Yeah. It's light, and it is, you may want to chill your gin. Sometimes people will put the gin in the fridge or in the freezer for a little bit before they make a drink, just to make it a little colder. Or you could probably add some more ice and shake a little longer than I did because I was trying to shake quickly in the interest of time. So,
And to not be loud.
and to not be loud on the camera. So, all right.
So,
Let's talk a little bit about our practices. So again, Dr. Michelle Bishop, and my practice is Ingram Hills Dental, and we have been here in San Antonio. The practice has actually been in San Antonio for well over 45 years. Another gentleman started it 45 years ago, and what I think the awesome thing about our practice is we're a solo private practice. So unlike the corporate offices you may see and hear about on TV, anytime you make an appointment, you're gonna see me, because I'm the only one there. But I've got a great staff, and people have been coming to see us for, like I said, I have great grandparents, mom and dad, their kids, and even their kids' kids. And it's just neat to have that relationship. And you know, if you think about going to the dentist, anytime we see you, we're doing something to you, right? That's what gives everybody all the anxiety. And so if you think about going to your medical doctor, they may look in your ear, they may look in your throat, and then they give you a prescription and send you on your way. Well, at the dentist, we're actually like touching, we're working on you. And so you need to have a relationship with that person. It can't just be, you know, somebody new every time. Otherwise, it can be anxiety inducing. So
For sure.
What I love about our practice, again, we're small, we're family oriented. My staff has been there a long time. People know them. They love to come see us. We like to have fun.
My parents really like Gracie, the hygienist.
Yes.
Yeah,
Gracie has been there, good gravy, I think 17, 18 years now. So you're not going to see a lot of turnover. You're going to see the same friendly faces. We're going to take great care of you. And we really hope that as we begin to discuss dental topics, that you'll DM us, give us an idea of what you want to know about, and we'll keep going with this.
Great. Yeah, so as you probably just heard, my parents go see Dr. Bishop, and she's done some amazing work with my mom specifically, who likes to break her front teeth.
Yes.
She does, it's fun.
Teeth are not tools.
And so Michelle's done an amazing job with my mom, and my dad goes there as well, and they've been going there quite a few years now.
Yeah, I
and
like it, yeah.
they go in and they have a little party with everybody, and my dad talks to everyone, and it's great. It is a family atmosphere.
We like to see Riley though. He always has good questions for us, and we laugh a lot. Sometimes we laugh more. Well, there's more laughing in the appointment than actual work, because we're having too good of a time.
Yeah. So it is. It's a great place, and she's done a lot of work on it. Being that it's such a seasoned office, she's been updating, and it's beautiful.
We're updating right now. We had a little bit of a water leak during the Great Texas Snowbid event in February, and we're just about a week away from being done. If those new doors would just come in, woo, I would be so happy. So shout out to you, John, get those in. Anyway,
he's at my office today.
Oh, great. Should be at mine putting in doors, but whatever. Okay. So what's going on?
So my office is also a solo doc office. It's just me. I have a little bit more staff members than Dr. Bishop does because I see kids, right? So we got to have a staff member with every kid that's in the building at any given time. We do allow parents to come back. That's something that differentiates us from other offices. We do allow parents in the room. I will say that I've always preferred for there to only be one parent in the room. Due to COVID and the new regulations, it's become a requirement instead of a preference. Sometimes when we're doing exams or checkups or cleaning, sometimes we'll vary that a little bit. We'll let more people in, especially to meet us the first time or things like that. But for treatment, it's one parent, no siblings, no extra people, and it's a big event, and it can be intimidating. And the less activity in the room that I'm not in control of, the better.
Well, and it can be distracting to the kiddos too. When you've got siblings there and they're playing or climbing on something, then the patient child is paying attention to somebody else other than you. So I can imagine I wouldn't want a whole lot of people in the room.
Yeah.
Too many chiefs.
Yeah.
You need to have the one chief.
For sure. But yeah, people do like that about my office, because a lot of pediatric offices don't let people back at all. Exactly. And so keep that in mind. So my building is new. My building was...
I know, it's spanky, shiny new. It's beautiful.
Can you believe it's 2017 though? Like, we started there in September of 2017.
Really?
Yeah, it's already been almost 4 years.
Wow.
It still seems new. We used to be in the medical center in a really old building. It was quaint and it was
charming.
Yeah.
I like it. But this one is so nice. I'm jelly. I try not to go over there very much to like visit because then I get envious and have to leave. So
Well, you could have to pay the rent.
that's true. I'm good. Just get my doors, John. Get my doors in. Okay.
So, but I do have a special secret weapon that I wanted to share with you guys today. And my special secret weapon I hinted to when I talked about her trainer, Mary Claire Linneman, who has just so gracefully taught me how to be a better dog parent. And I do have 4 dogs, but I only have one that works in my office, and her name is Rainy. Rainy, come here. Come here. Come here, my love. Yeah, sweet girl. Good girl. Come here.
So cute.
You're gonna
Be
meet my
ready
friends.
to melt.
Okay.
Hang on. Here she comes.
Okay. All right.
Oh.
This is Rainy in her special Blume Pediatric Dentistry shirt. Hi, baby. Hi. We're having cocktails. You want a treat?
It's happy hour for everybody.
Yeah, you want a treat? So Rainy is 2 years old. She's a mini golden doodle. Mary Claire says to give high value treats when you want her to do something, and this is her favorite treat.
Oh.
Liver loaf. That's what it's called.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty disgusting.
Okay.
But
I'm gonna stick to the chin myself. You have your liver there, Rainy.
we get it at the Lock Hill Feed Store, over by right off of Hebner,
Oh, yeah.
right near Bud Lukey's office, Graceland.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So hey, stick with me for a minute here, okay? Hey, can you for a minute?
Oh yeah.
So Rainy gets up she comes in the room and she sits next to the chair for people getting an exam. Sweetie, yeah, okay.
So cute.
So this is what happens when you enter, like when you watch Jay Leno or something back in the day when he had animals on and they never did what they
the reptile ones when like the snake would be all over him and he'd be like, so.
Yeah, this is what happens when you bring animals on. So Rainy, let's see if we can see her face. Here she is.
Yes.
You see those eyelashes.
Oh my gosh, I know. Who doesn't want eyelashes like that? Like, you can't even get extensions like that.
Yeah, see, I'm so pretty. So she will come sit in the room with people who are anxious. And if it's just an exam, she just kind of sits on the floor and sometimes puts her paws up on the side of the chair. But if it's for treatment, I have like a tall wagon. And I roll the wagon in the room and she sits in the wagon right next to the chair. And the patient, are you ready to get down? Huh? Are you? Okay. Okay. Love you. Good girl. We roll her right up next to the chair in her wagon that my kids make fun of me for. They call it a Karen wagon.
Well.
Sorry for those of you named Karen.
Yeah. It's in a good sense this time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say.
They're like,
because it's carrying Rainy.
yeah, it is.
What could be bad about that?
And she just pulls right up and she sits there and she makes not a peep. And the patients just pet her while they're getting treatment. I had this one kiddo the first time. She was kind of not quite done with her training, but he was 10 and he needed some teeth removed and he was losing his mind. And nothing was helping. We weren't going to get anything done. And I asked his mom, hey, I have a dog that I'm almost done training and maybe I could bring her in. Well, now he loves coming to my office. We got the teeth pulled without another tear. He follows Rainy on Instagram at Rainy the Dental Doodle, and we spell Rainy Raney.
Yes.
And so he follows her on Instagram. He comes in and talks about pictures that he saw of her, and he just has transformed as a patient. And so I don't know if he'll watch this since he's a kid and it's Tipsy Tooth Talk, but I'll probably, you know who you are now. I bet you'll end up seeing it. But yeah, so she has been a wonderful addition.
Absolutely.
She's great for my sanity. And she just makes the day, when you've been doing this for 22 years,
Yes.
sometimes it's fun to add something new and to do something different. And so she's changed it up for me a little bit, and it's a fun and exciting thing. And for those of you who don't prefer to have dogs in your office or in my office, I will let you know that she is a golden doodle and she's 75% poodle, so she doesn't shed. She's cleaner than most people that come in my office. Just kidding. Everybody's clean. But she's cleaner than most people. We take really, really good care of her.
This dog is treated like a queen. Like, seriously, when I die and come back, I want to come back as like Dr. Blume's comfort dog. She's living the life, folks. Seriously.
So and then because some cultures don't respect dogs inside or don't prefer dogs inside.
Absolutely.
And so she stays in my private business office, and I only bring her out if she's specifically requested. She is not roaming around the office.
Okay. Yeah.
She's not
free and loose.
Yeah, and she's not brought out for everybody. You have to ask for her, and that way I know that your child's not afraid of dogs. I know that you're okay with it, and and those kinds of things. We also have to incentivize behavior, and also for her safety and well-being. We require that the child be in the dental chair when we bring her in the room, so that there aren't any surprises, because we want everybody to be safe, including Rainy. So, but it's just worked out. It's been so great, and I would love for you guys to come meet her. And I know of another practice who used their therapy dog. People actually started calling and saying, I don't really need a dentist, but I need my kid to stop being afraid of dogs. And they were scheduling 15-minute appointments for they were scheduling 15-minute appointments for dog exposure therapy with a dog that's trained and they know isn't going to jump or do anything crazy.
Well, that's different.
Yeah, isn't that cool? Maybe Rainy can do that.
You got a new job, baby. Got a new job.
She is
More treats.
certified as a canine good citizen. Mary Claire Linneman helped me do that with her.
She's a good citizen.
And then she's also registered as an allied therapy dog with the National Allied Group. So, so that's what's super special about my practice. But I have an amazing staff that's been with the practice longer than I've owned it, much like she has long-term staff. I bought my practice in 2010, but it has been a practice since 2004. It used to be called Children's Dentistry. I changed the name to Blume Pediatric Dentistry in 2011 because there are several other children's dentistry offices in town, and I wanted to make sure it wasn't confusing.
Yeah, absolutely. And I have a daughter, and even dentists' kids get cavities. I mean, talk about some ridiculousness. So we found out that our daughter had some cavities, and as a mom, sometimes it can even be anxiety inducing for us to work on our own kids. So I packed her up, took her over to Dr. Blume in her beautiful new office, and my child prefers Dr. Blume to work on her. Now she has graduated because she's a teenager now. She's graduated back to me and loves Gracie, but I trust Dr. Blume to work on my child, and she did beautifully. And the office is it's just a wonderful atmosphere. Again, private practices versus corporate. When you see those commercials and they're talking about, oh, we can do this and do this, just know that they're not locally owned. They're not owned by a single individual who has a vested interest in it. I mean, this is our small business. We are a small business, and so we're putting our heart and soul into it. But that's also what makes it so special, because we love what we do, and we enjoy seeing our patients, and we enjoy interacting with our staff and having, comfort dogs like Rainy. It's so cute.
I'm also, when we're talking about small business, some other things to know is that I'm a veteran, and Dr. Bishop is married to an Air Force man.
Yes,
and
still active.
Yeah, so we're military friendly, and we're LGBTQ plus friendly, and we just welcome everybody. And so that's another thing that's really great about having a small practice. As you get to know people, you get to know what we stand for and what's important to us, and we that's definitely a benefit.
It is. I've never worked for a better boss than myself. How about you?
No. I don't always like being the boss.
This is true, but it's good to be the boss. So.
Well, cheers to
beautiful smiles, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you.